Spartans, welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. In today's episode, we're going to be going over the Overkill watch list for next week. Today is May 8th, Friday. Every single Friday here on YouTube, we go over our watch list. Those are all the names we are looking to buy and sell. There's quite a few names on here today. I'm going to scan through them pretty quickly, but you're also seeing things absolutely start to take off here, folks. We have been expecting this over the last couple of months as we have just been consolidating. You can see Ondo off its last green dot here in February is up from 23 cents all the way up to 47 cents. That's over 100% move already. If you guys bought back here in February when we called these signals, we also had some right here in December at around 35 to 37. Again, you're in profit whether you entered here or here. If you guys are familiar with our trading strategy, what we look to do, okay, is we look to buy when this blue wave is down here below the white line on a weekly chart. We're focused on these long-term time frames. We're not day trading here. We're not trying to get rich quick. We are trying to catch these big, massive moves, okay? So again, we want to buy when the wave is down here, give it a green dot like it did here in March on Ethereum. Ethereum's sitting at 1900 right now. Okay, this thing has yet to actually break out like some of these other names like Ondo. I do think it's going to have its day, and when it does, I think you're going to see some of these alts just absolutely multiply. So again, the last time we got this signal on ETH was back here in April of last year, 2025. That came at 1,500. It went all the way up to 5,000. So the seasonality is pretty accurate for where we're sitting right now. Again, that came in April. This came in March. We got it about a month earlier than last year. So again, we're expecting a move like this to happen here into the end of the year. As long as the dot is green, we are bullish on these names. So you guys are seeing some of these just take off. Like I said, Ondo, we called the last signal out here in February, right down here at 23 cents. It's taken off now. So the thing with Ondo, okay, once you get the signal here on the weekly, okay, you don't want to chase it when it goes up 50%, right? Because right now we're gonna start heading into this season here, where we start to get a lot of enthusiasm, right? All the bears and everybody who's been bearish over the last few months are gonna start getting FOMO, fear of missing out. So the majority of retail is gonna enter like right in here or right up here. Okay, we've been buying down here, right? We've been buying since February, since we got these signals on a lot of these names. Like I said, Ethereum, we bought Ethereum right here at 1,900 bucks, okay, right there in March. So it's been about 2 months. And again, these aren't day trades, guys. These are swing trades, right? This signal right here came in April of last year, and it topped out here at 5,000 in August. That's a 5-month span of just upward action. So that's what we're expecting here to happen, right? The move hasn't really taken off yet for ETH, but like some of these names like Ondo in this case, okay, so with Ondo, right, you don't want to chase up 50%. So if your name's taken off, and hopefully you just enter on the signal like our strategy tells you to, and you don't have to worry about this, but if it does, what you want to wait for it to do is come back in here to the EMA ribbon here on either the daily or the 4-hour. Okay, we never want to buy up off the mean, up off the averages, right? So Ondo's somewhere like right here now. People are starting to pay attention now, right? People don't care down here. People really don't care down here. People are tired down here. People don't care here. Okay, but as soon as we start going like this and these names start taking off, that's when the majority of retail starts rushing in because they get really excited. We want to buy here when people are not excited, okay? When people are having a bad time, when things suck, when there's World War III going on, when there's Trump putting tariffs on these companies, right? You guys remember last April, right? April 2025, Ethereum, everyone was calling Ethereum a dead project, right? Ethereum, Donald Trump, he was putting tariffs on China. Everyone was panicking, right? People were not having a good time. We were down here, right? This is where we want to buy, guys. And it feels stupid when you're doing it, but as soon as the market reverses, it doesn't feel stupid anymore, right? We've been expecting this. I'm not surprised at all by some of these moves, and I really think it's just starting to take off. So I would not chase Ondo here. So how this is going to work today, guys, is I'm just going to scan through my list here. These all these names on my green list here have a green dot on their weekly chart. Like AKT, this one printed back here at 30 cents. It's sitting at 70 cents now. So what we'd be doing on this one is just waiting for the red dots. But, right, we don't want to buy unless the wave is down here below the white line. You missed your opportunity to buy Ondo, in my opinion. I do think it's going to keep going here, but the best risk to reward entry was right back here in February at 20 cents. We weren't doing, right? We were consolidating here. Okay, this was very boring. People just get bored, right? This is the stealth phase. Stealth phase, it's quiet. There's no one talking about it. No one cares about it. This is when the smart money loads up. okay? But again, once you get enthusiasm and people are jacked up about it, having a good time, this is when everyone else wants to buy. We don't want to buy up here, right, when we've already taken off. We want to buy in this phase or down here, and we do that by using our indicators, right? We want to buy these green dots down here. Okay, now that the wave has already crossed over, we've missed our opportunity. So Ondo, while I like it, while I think it's going to keep moving, okay, we'd look to sell it on a red dot. But our entry, like I said, if you guys are following along with what we do here, we have a very specific trading strategy that we follow here that's right over here inside the Discord under the Trading Rules tab. Okay, we have 2 different buying strategies, okay, and 2 different selling strategies. And we go over all this in our free trading course. I got a free trading course over here, guys. I don't want to charge you for education. There's about 11 videos in this trading course if you guys are new and want to learn how to use these indicators and just learn more about how we approach the market. We do it a lot differently than a lot of influencers on here. We're swing traders, right? We're long-term here. We're not day trading. We're not trying to make the quick buck. Okay, we're trying to build wealth over time. ICP, as you can see, again, taken off here. We got our signal back here at 230. It's almost to $4. Okay, so again, now we're just waiting. Our sell strategy is to sell when we get up here in the red zone. This indicator right here is called the Fibonacci retracement. We want to sell up here in the red zone. You can see we got a red dot back here in November in the red zone. That was $9. We sold all the way back off. So really, now that you're in, right, now that you entered at 2, you're just waiting for it to either retrace up here and give you a red dot in the red zone, okay, because again, that is our strategy. Sell strategy number 1, we sell a red dot in the red zone on the daily chart. So this is the daily chart. The red zone's up here at $8 for ICP. Again, we're too far off the EMAs. We don't want to chase these off the EMAs. Again, your opportunity to buy was right here, April 6th, 1 month ago at $2.20. So again, nice move, but we don't chase the pump. We want to get in before the pump happens, right? We don't want to chase Ondo up 25%. I'm not saying Ondo can't go to $2, but again, your opportunity was right here, okay, at 25 cents. You're up 100% already. So again, it's all about risk to reward here. Okay, and we want to buy things that are beat up. We don't want to buy things where people are having a good time. NSIT, this one actually looks pretty interesting. That one's breaking out here. That one's up about 20% today, but it's still pretty close to those EMAs. That has room back up there to 130, 140. AKT is just too far off the EMAs. So, guys, if I see something that I like, I'm going to put it in my favorites list, okay, over here. So these are the favorites. So I'm just going down my list, and I just want to pick out the ones that I still think look good that maybe haven't taken off yet or haven't had a move yet. Maybe they're lagging. And I'm going to put them over here in the favorites list. So ARB still, I mean, this is looking beautiful. You had a great entry right there into the EMAs. Okay, again, signal came back here at 9 cents. You're up almost 100%. So again, I still think we're just getting started. Like I'm not going to be bearish on any of these names until I get a red dot here on the weekly. Ideally, where we want to sell, okay, is a red dot up here on the weekly. Okay, we either want to sell in the red zone up here on the daily, or when we get the weekly red dot, whichever one comes first. And again, we got a green dot here on the weekly. That tells us that we're going up, and we're very far off the daily. So I think the move's just heating up. You got Plume breaking over $1.50 now. This one still looks good. This one's still pretty close to its EMA. I'm going to put this one on the favorites list. So again, if I see something that I still like, right, that I like for an entry next week, it's going to go in this playlist right here. So I'm just going to go down this list. ARB looks good, but I liked it a lot more into the EMAs because, again, after we break out, right, after we get our green dot here on the weekly, guys, what we want to do is we want to look for the daily. Okay, I tell you guys all the time, these EMA ribbons here, it's really easy to tell if we're in a bear market or a bull market with these EMA ribbons. Okay, when we're down below the EMA ribbons, like we have been since all the way back here in September, I mean, we called the bear market back here in September, guys. August, September, you got the red dot. We've just been annihilated for the last 9 months. And you got all these crypto influencers and all these people telling you that a bear market's coming, They're wrong, okay? They're very, very wrong. And until I get a signal that invalidates this bull market that I think we're about to have, right, we're remaining with that stance. We think this move is really just getting started because, again, for the last 8 months, we've been down below these EMA ribbons. And again, if you guys do not have these indicators that I'm talking about here on today's video, you guys can download them right over here inside the trading indicator tab. Okay, make sure you guys watch the free trading course before you guys get the indicators, just so you guys understand how to use them and understand our strategy behind using them. You can day trade with them if you want, but typically they work the best with swing trading. So again, we've been in this downtrend for 8 months. We know we're in a downtrend, when we got a red dot, okay, on the weekly, or we're trending down here below the EMAs. So we've been in a bear market for 9 months, right? People calling for the bear market now, and look, we're breaking out over the EMAs. So on the daily chart, when we break out over the EMAs, right, this means the trend is the bulls are stepping in. The bulls are now in control. And when you're over the EMAs here on the daily, you want to wait for a pullback into the EMAs like we got here on ARB. So that was a great entry right there at 11 cents. And this thing is really getting extended now off those EMAs, which tells me a big impulsive move to the upside is coming. That thing's up 13% today. We entered that one at 9 cents, guys. We entered that one right here in March at 9 cents. Okay, we're up big on ARB and a lot of room to go. We're targeting back up here to 50, 60. I like that one still. I think it still has some room to run. I don't know if it's going to be on my favorites list or not for next week, just because, again, we're already up so big, right? But a lot of room to go. JUP, again, very extended off the EMAs here. Filecoin, very extended here. So what we'd be waiting for on these names, right, to buy is a pull, like Plume, how it pulled back there to a penny. Okay, that would have been a great entry right there. Because, again, you had the green dot on the weekly right here in April, down here at less than a penny. It's all the way up to a penny and a half now. It broke out over the EMA. It pulled back into the EMA, and now it's reversing. So breakout, pullback, Ripsky. Okay, the Ripsky's coming here. If you guys know, you know. And I'm just going to keep scanning through these real quick. RUM, again, too far off the EMAs. HUM, I sold my Humana here. I sold my Humana. I sold the rest of it today. I believe I dropped that over in the Discord. The Discord's kind of been acting funny today. I don't know what's going on. I think they're just having some issues. Some API issues or something, but I did take profit on my Humana today. I took profit because we're in here on the red zone on the 4 hour, and I entered this one back down here at 195. I think we entered. I mean, this signal came at $1.66. I mean, that was a big move there. So it could still run, but I'm just going to sit cash because there's some other names that I'm more interested than Humana. Humana's a pretty big medical company, and it's got a little more room probably to 300, but I decided to take profits here up 11% today because, again, look how far off the EMAs we are. When you get that extension off those EMAs, that's normally a good place to, right, take some off if you see that extension, because if you're extended off the mean, right, the average, that means it's trading at a premium. And the EMAs are sitting all the way back down here at 220. So if this thing decides to pull back into the EMAs, which it does, that's a 20% drop. I'd rather take some out here, wait for a pullback, re-enter, and then keep going. So yeah, I did take the rest off of Humana there. That was a nice trade for me. CRSR still up. HIMS is definitely going on the favorites for next week. Again, you break out over the EMAs, right? We're in a downtrend. We're in a downtrend. We're in a downtrend. We break out. We pull back into them. Big move today, up 10%. I still like it. We're still literally sitting in the EMAs, and the red zone's all the way up here at $60. So again, the last time we were in the red zone was back here in October. $63. You got the red dot in the red zone on the Fibonacci, okay, and it sold all the way off down here to 13. $60 all the way down to 13. We literally bought HIMS, okay, right here, okay, March 2nd at $14. We're already up 100%. Okay, we're already up 100% on the trade, and this thing has more. This thing has more room to go. That's a big, nice breakout, beautiful bounce off the EMA, just what we want to see here. APT's also looking good. I was talking about this yesterday. Okay, look at that. Monthly alert right there. Look at this big sell-off. I mean, we've been going down since December of 2024. Okay, and now people are getting bearish after 2 years of going down. I'm sorry, folks, but the next move is going to be up. Okay, and you're seeing us. Again, we're in a downtrend when we're below the EMAs, below the EMAs, below the EMAs. Oh, here comes the breakout. Okay, now we're pushing. So target on this is 450 to 5. I'm going to put that one on the favorites as well. So far we got Plume, HIMS, and APT on the favorites list for next week. I will be sharing this list with you guys here afterwards. How you doing, Mike? Arturo in the chat. James, how you doing? Mark. Sparky, happy Friday, brother. Hope you're doing well. If you guys are in the chat, I will take some chart requests once we get through this. INJ's really taken off here as well. We entered this one somewhere around 270 down here off the signal. Okay, this thing's pumping up to $4 now. I think we're up over 100% on that move. And again, all we're doing is waiting for our sell signal now, folks. The hard work is done. Now we get to sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Okay, we were accumulating from February to March to April. We were accumulating this whole time. Okay, buying here, and now we're just enjoying the ride back up. Very bullish on INJ still. Not my favorite for next week, but I do think it's going to have a big move. I'd want to buy a pullback into these EMAs. I mean, this thing's up 10%. Guys, I really don't think we've seen anything yet, right? We're just breaking out of this massive bear market that we've been in for the last 9 months. I mean, it's been 9 months we've just been getting hammered all the way down, and now you're seeing it break out here. Okay, after 9 months of downward action. Again, you got the monthly signal right there at 275. I think our entry's like literally, we timed the exact bottom on INJ here, and that looks like it's about ready to absolutely explode. Target on that's 13 to 14. Not my favorite for next week. Jasmine, I am going to put on the favorites for next week because I don't think that one's really taken off either. Again, that one got the green monthly. This one looks really, really good as well. RSR looks good. I mean, to be honest with you guys, we're so early. Like, this move is nothing. Like, we haven't even started. HPQ's lifting off. Where did we buy this one? We bought this one down here at like 18. Lifting off. Target on that still 28. Deep looks good. That's a SUI name. I'll go ahead and put that one on the favorites. We got Near Protocol absolutely taken off here as well. Again, where'd the signal come, guys? Right? We're all dumb, according to Twitter down here, buying at $1. And now, right? Bears are pretty quiet. There's not one bear in my comments right now. Okay, you go back here to February, everybody but bears in my comments. Everybody, right? Because it feels stupid to buy down here, right? Because no one else is buying down in this area. Okay, no one else buys down here because again, everyone on Twitter, all the news channels, everybody's telling you, oh, it's World War III, it's all going to zero, it's a scam, and right, that's down here. Okay, in the next 3 to 6 months, okay, people are going to be losing their minds, guys. I mean, we're going to get this parabolic move, and everyone's going to be going, oh my gosh, right? Everyone's going to be freaking out, and we're going to sell. We're going to dump it because we were buying down here. Okay, when no one else was. Everyone else was scared. Everyone else was uncertain. Everyone else was fearful, right? That's when we want to buy, folks. We just want to buy when the green dot's down here below the white line. That's our strategy. If you can do that consistently, okay, and just hold, okay, until the wave comes all the way back up here, okay, you're going to make money. The hardest part about our strategy is patience, is waiting. Because again, everyone wants the quick buck. Everybody wants to go from here to here overnight. Everyone wants to go from $1 to $9 overnight. But realistically, right, from October 2023 all the way up here to March 2024, that was a 6 to 7 month period of time that it took. So again, patience is the hardest part, but patience pays off. Patience is a biblical attribute that we all must develop and be better at. LDO looks good. I like LDO here. Datadog up in the red zone now. So again, if our name's up in the red zone, we want to be taking profits on a red dot. Okay. Last time we got a red dot here in the red zone on the weekly was up here at $200. It sold all the way off to $100. That was a 50% pullback. So again, now that we're in the red zone, we're never buying in the red zone. Okay, we're looking to take profits on a red dot. Sui's breaking out. This is probably my favorite one so far. This one hasn't broke out yet. It's just kind of starting to, just got over $1. That was a big psychological level. You're seeing it get up over those EMAs after we've just been getting hammered over the last couple of months, last few months. Boom. Target on this is up here at $4. I think Sui looks really good. Axel looks good still. Okay. Had a nice move up here. Again, where did we buy this one? We bought this one like down here at 0.045. Again, we're already up 80% on the move, and all we're doing is waiting for a sell signal now. If you guys don't know what the sell signals are, I have trading rules over here that literally tells you, okay, sell strategy number 1 and sell strategy number 2. I cover all this in the free trading course over here in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, the link is in the description. Click that thing and dial in, baby. There's about 11 to 12 videos over here in the trading course tab that you can watch that pretty much just goes over all of these rules and how we trade. Okay, our trading strategy is very simple, guys. It's so simple, it's stupid. Okay, the hardest part, again, is being patient. PANW, again, if you're looking at the daily here, once again, where did we get the green dot? Boom, right there in March. Signal came at 140. It's up to 200. You're up 25% or whatever that is. Again, taking off. We're in the red zone now. So again, we never want to buy in the red zone. We only want to buy in the golden zones. Okay, either right here or right here. Up here is when we start thinking about taking profit. So that's not a favorite for next week. STX looks good. This one's starting to break out as well. We got the monthly alert on this one back in February at around 22 cents. Hasn't really moved yet. It is breaking out, though. I'm going to go ahead and add that one to the favorites as well. What else we got? IMX looking good. I'll put that one on the favorites too. Again, we're still pretty close to those EMAs, just getting up over them. Again, we never want to buy when we're down below these EMAs, okay, because we're in a bear market. We want to buy when we start to break out of them, okay, and that one is absolutely looking like it's going to take off here. We got Qualcomm up in the red zone there. think I went backwards here. Unity Software doesn't look that bad as long as you put a stop loss at 24. FET still looks good. This is a big AI play here, yet to take off, sitting at 23 cents. I think we entered that one right here around 20, so we're up a little bit on it. Target's up there between 50. That one's on the favorites list. SMCI just ripping, dude. Okay, just ripping. Where'd we enter this one? Right here in April. Right there at $20. It's up to 35. Wow. So you had a signal right here at 30, and then you had that allegation against their co-founder that they were smuggling chips. They sold off by 30%, so we bought here and bought here. I think our average cost is around 25, and that thing's all the way back to 35. So whether you bought here or here, you're now in profit, okay? We got Link. Link is yet to take off either, okay? The Link is still kind of sitting around its EMAs, but you can see that EMA ribbon is crossing there, looking very good. SPX, too far off. Atone, I added this one this week. This is a very new project, but it has really big moves. Okay, it pulled all the way back down here to 15 cents and popped up to 17. There's a video on my page here. You could actually watch it here in the DeFi course. I show you guys how to buy this one. This is pretty under the radar coin. It's not listed on any centralized exchanges. I made a video on that. It's in the DeFi course over here if you want to watch it. But this thing went all the way up to $16 back in September, and it's down to 30 cents. And they pay about 47% APY. Orca's had a nice move too. Again, we got the signal right here at 84, popped up to 250. Nice move. And it's pulling back into the EMAs here. So this looks decent for some continuation here. I would just make sure that one holds on to $1. Hopefully you maybe took some off right here off this red dot. We were pretty close to the red zone there at 230. It pulled back. I would have trimmed some right there. If you want to hold this one, I would make sure it holds on to $1. But I think that's a staking name there. Cetus is still looking good. That one's back down here into the EMA. This one looks like it's about ready to fly. This is one of my largest positions, Cetus, and again, I think it's got a lot of room to go there to the red zone. We got the signal back here at $0.015. You're already up 100%. So the majority of the crypto names that we've been entering are up close to 80 to 100% as it sits right now after the last few months. So CrowdStrike is in the red zone there. Radium still looks really good here. Radium's on the favorites list. MSTR looks pretty decent, just not too close to the red zone. If Bitcoin breaks out, MSTR is going to absolutely fly. Coinbase is looking good, sitting into the EMAs. Again, still green here on the weekly, still looking good. Stop loss on that one would be right there at 170. Again, as long as it's into this daily EMA, I want to be a buyer. Okay, because these are the moving averages. Okay, and we're targeting up here in the red zone. If we're down here in the golden zone, okay, which is part of the Fibonacci retracement tool, okay, we want to be buying in this area down here, right? These are zones, okay? This, if you guys don't know what a Fibonacci retracement is, again, free course, completely free over here in the Discord. I teach you all about these indicators, okay? We're targeting up here in the red zone on Coinbase. That one's on the favorites for next week. That is yet to take off. And if crypto takes off here, like I think it's going to, Coinbase should benefit tremendously. Pepe looks good there. Tesla's in the red zone now. Render still is yet to move. I like Render here. Okta taking off here as well. Cybersecurity name. Stellantis. This one actually looks good too. Okay, big rip up, pull back. I think this one's going to have a really nice move here. These guys make Dodge. I like that one. CLF looks okay. TAO looks okay. RGTI. These are quantum. This is a quantum computing stock. So again, it has the green dot down here on the weekly, up above 14. I think this one looks good. I don't know a whole lot about quantum computing. I own IONQ, which is my quantum computing name. But again, as long as we're up above these moving averages, right? RGTI could probably go on the favorites list for a quantum computing play. But as long as we're up above that, we should be targeting up here around the red zone. So both of those look pretty good. Archer Aviation. This is I believe they make the drones. They got earnings actually today, right now. After the bell, so we'll see how they report, but that is trying to break out here. As long as that one holds on to that 480 low from March, that one looks good. P-Sky looks good. This is Paramount Plus. Again, just sitting right on the EMAs, getting ready for a breakout. Shiba Inu actually looks good too, okay? Breaking out over those EMAs. Again, we got the signal back here in March, about a month and a half ago down here at 0.0005. You're already up around 20%. ASST looking really good here too. Okay, that one's breaking out. That one looks like it wants to explode. TAI looks okay. Look at that. GoodRx finally taken off. I'm glad we re-entered this one. Looks like they beat on revenue but missed. We're targeting up here at $5 on GoodRx. UNH is pumping. V-Chain still looks good here. I don't know if that's a dead chain or not. Atom looks good here. I like Atom as well. SNPS, too far off those EMAs. BZAI, this is kind of a penny stock, but I was looking at their earnings today, and they're actually pretty impressive, how much they're growing in revenue. So be interested to see if that trend continues. Low cap AI play there. Oscar's already in the red zone. So again, we don't want to buy in the red zone, right? We want to sell in the red zone. We got the red dot in the red zone back here in October at 21, sold all the way off down here to 10. Okay, so we want to buy down in this area. We don't want to buy up here in the red zone because, again, the move's already happened. So we want to see a pullback before we were to re-enter. Aerodrome has yet to break out, too. That one's up 1% today, while some of these names are up 15 to 20%. Aerodrome's a very solid name. Okay, and yeah, that one looks good. That one and Sui, I think, are honestly my top two. Owl looks good. These guys pay a really good dividend. Again, as soon as we start breaking out over the EMAs, guys, that means the bulls are stepping in. Okay, that means the bulls are stepping into control. Again, we got the signal down here at 850. It's up here to 1050, looking really good here. And they pay, I think, like an 8% dividend. The others chart, look at this. This is the altcoin index breaking out here. Where did we get the signal? Back here in March. Okay, everybody was bearish back here. Everybody. Now you're starting to see the script flipped a little bit. Okay, and again, pretty soon it's going to be too late, right? Pretty soon we're going to be everyone's going to be bullish. Okay, there's still a lot of bears. I cannot believe how many influencers right now are telling people that we're going to get a correction, that we're going to go down, that we're going to get better prices. Dude, we have been getting schmacked for the last 8 months, guys. I mean, look at this. Ethereum has dropped from 5,000 all the way to 50. That's the drop. That is the bear market. Okay, that was the bear market. Okay, 70% down. Again, signal, bear market signal right here in August. It's too late. It's too late. They're calling for it now. It's too late. They were telling you to buy it up here, guys, when we were saying sell. Okay, red. You can't argue with the chart, right? I can't lie about this chart. I can't go fix this chart. Okay, that means sell. Okay, this does not mean sell in bear market. As long as this remains green, we're in a bull market. Okay, and we've been in a bull market according to the indicators since March, down here at 1900. Again, if we get a red dot like we did back here, what do? We sell or we short. Okay, but until we get that, we should be long. We should be going long on Ethereum. Okay, Ethereum has a long way to go back up there to 4,400. Ethereum's on the favorites list for next week too. I like Owl. Again, others chart breaking out. Algorand's breaking out. Again, we bought Algorand down here in April, right around 9 cents. We're up, I don't know, 40, 50%. A lot of room to go. Mara, looking good. QNT, breaking out here. That one's still pretty close to the EMA. CRO, still under the EMA. Okay, but this one has a lot of potential because this weekly chart is very, very easy to trade. If you guys see, every time this comes down here since 2022, okay, back here in 2023, every time you get the green dot down here, it's a beautiful time to buy. Down here in 2024, 7 cents up to 24 cents. That's a 300% move. Pulled back, green dot in March right there in 2025, 7 cents all the way up to 40 cents. Didn't happen overnight, right? It took from March to August. That's a, I don't know, 7-month, 8-month hold for a 500% move. And now look at this. Look at this pullback, okay? And now they're calling for the bear market down here. Right? It just blows my mind, dude. I don't know if they don't look at charts or if they're just paid influencers or what, but everything is pointing up, folks. I mean, there is nothing I see that scares me right now. It's just, hey, we're going to sit back and enjoy the ride because we've been building our bags while everyone else has been bearish. So CNC, so this one's up in the red zone again. We never buy in the red zone of the Fibonacci. Snapchat's pretty much recovered all of its losses off of its earnings. That one's still in the favorites. I still think that one's going to break out up here to around $10. Sitting at 6 right now. BlackRock, a little too high. CLSK, a little too high. Doge, nice pullback today on Doge. Okay, looking good here. Again, we got the signal where? Back in February at 8 cents. It's at 11 cents now and breaking out, looking really good. It's also got the monthly alert here as well on Doge. So if you actually look at the Doge Binance chart, you can see the last time we got this signal was all the way back in 2023. I try to reiterate this to you guys. Like, these monthly alerts, they come around like every 3 to 4 years. Like, you get this opportunity every 3 to 4 years, okay? So, I mean, 4 years, in my opinion, is a long time. And these signals do not come around all too often. Okay, on the weekly, you get a signal like once a year. Okay, like once a year you get a signal to buy down here. But on the monthly chart, this is like, right, this is just, a generational wealth opportunity. That's what it is. That is what it is. So, I mean, you're seeing the green dot pop right here in May of 2026. The last time that happened was in 2023. That was 3 years ago. It went from 6 cents up to 50 cents. So, I mean, you guys can listen to the bears, but I listen to the data. I listen to the charts. I listen to what the price is telling me. I don't listen to opinions or news or anything like that. We go off of the technicals here. Okay, we use a specific strategy. I'll take some chart requests here in just a sec, folks. Let me just get through the rest of this watch list. GoDaddy's looking good here. That one's breaking out over the EMAs. I like that one for next week as well. I think they pay a pretty nice dividend. Again, Total 3 is breaking out here. Oh my gosh. Wow. I mean, you're seeing these, money is flowing into crypto, folks. RBRK, breaking out. Again, where do we get the signal? Back here in March, $45 up to 60. Already kind of moved. Hype, too high. Morpho, too high. Ether, so Ether's Ethereum. We love Ethereum here. BX, this is Blackstone. I believe they're a hedge fund, and they look good. They're into the EMAs as well. That one looks good for next week. XCN also just looking like it wants to absolutely lift off here. I added to this today. Shout out to MT for helping me recover my Dragon Swap tokens, and I swapped it for XCN, but I mean, this thing looks like it's about ready to absolutely explode. Robinhood's still looking good, still green on Robinhood. This one most likely is into its EMAs right now. I really like Robinhood here. I think this is going to be one of the biggest finance companies in the world. I bought this one, I think, around 70. It's up a little bit from that time, but again, as long as the dot is green, we are bullish on Robinhood. We got Baidu taking off here this week. Zoom just absolutely ripping off of that signal. BMNR, I'm going to go ahead and be a bull on BMNR too, just because I'm bullish on Ethereum. It's been chopping for a long time, but as soon as Ethereum breaks out, that stock should do well. We got Oracle absolutely ripping here off its last round of dots from 180. It's almost hitting 200 now and just absolutely ripping. We got a lot of room to go on this one to the red zone. I'd like to see it pull back into these EMAs, kind of like it did right here. Right there in April, you see 160 and then up. So anytime it pulls back into those EMAs on the daily is when we want to be buyers. Okay, as long as the dot is green on the weekly, we don't have to look at the weekly unless we're looking for a red dot, right? And the daily is where you want to be after the weekly alert. Because again, if we pull back into those EMAs, that's right where you want to buy, right? That green dot right there was a beautiful buy signal on Oracle, and this thing's probably going to push up to $300. Total 3 just continuing to grind. Money's continuing to flow into crypto here, looking really good. The IWM's too far up there. Again, this is in the red zone, so we never buy in the red zone of the Fibonacci. UPS, no thank you. NVO, I think, has yet to take off as well. I think that one's going to easily be back to $70, $80 there. ETH BTC, this chart is very, very interesting here. It's actually selling off, and all these altcoins are going up. I've never really seen that before, but that's interesting. Amazon, again, up here in the red zone. We're sellers of that. Circle, no thanks. Bitcoin, I'm going to put Bitcoin in there as well, because again, we're just grinding up. We're just waiting for that parabolic, right, that surge that we get like for 3 to 4 weeks where we just rip. I think this is coming very, very soon. Again, the signal came back here in March at $65. Hopefully you guys entered at 65. If you didn't, I still think 80 is a good price. Targets up here in the red zone around 110 to 120. Rivian's selling off here hard. We need the signal on that one. PG looks okay. LMN, no thank you. I actually like BBAI here as well. This is an interesting AI play. It's hanging here. I would just put a stop loss at 350 on this one. Okay, you just want to see it hold on to 350 there and maintain its green dot. It's also got the MACD crossover there. I might be adding BBAI next week because I'm looking for an AI play. GitLab is absolutely ripping here as well. Again, breaking out over the EMAs. So our stop loss would just be right down there at $20, and our target would be up there between 50 and 55. So you're seeing how it breaks out. So like I told you guys, when we're down below the EMAs on the daily, okay, we're in a downtrend. We've been in a downtrend since November of 2025. Okay, that's been about 7 months of this thing going down. Now we're breaking out. Now the bulls are stepping in. And you can also see that on the weekly chart too. That orange line is the 2-month moving average. Okay, so it's a 9 EMA. That's the 9-week moving average. I know there's only 8 weeks in a 2-month period, but the 9 EMA is a very popular indicator used among traders. And when we break out over the orange line, that means the momentum is kicking in. So you could actually move your stop loss up to like 2250 here on GitLab, but that looks really good for next week too. And again, I will be sharing this list with you guys. This is our favorites for next week. I'll be sharing this. These are the top stocks and crypto picks for next week. I'm going to be sharing this in the Discord here with you guys over here under the watch list tab after we get through it. I will also be taking some chart requests from the live chat here, but I will share this list with you guys just like we do every single week right over here inside the watch list tab of the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, you guys can join by clicking the link in my description. It's free to join. We do have a paid membership over there that you guys can learn more about. It's only $4 a month if you guys want to be a member. That's less than a Starbucks coffee. Okay, less than a Starbucks coffee, less than I spend on my wife's coffee in one day for the entire month. So it is free to join, though, to check out that free trading course and stuff, all the resources. You guys could take a look at that. Here's Nail. Still don't know how I feel about home buyers or home builder stocks. Up above 34, I would say it looks okay, but it did have a red dot here pop on the weekly. So again, if you get the red dot pop, you need to set a stop loss at the previous low. The previous low is 34.50. If that breaks, I would sell it. Okay, as long as it holds, we're okay. But if that level breaks, we need to be stopped out on that. Okay, that's called risk management. iBit starting to pump here. Robert, what's going on, brother? Reggie, how you doing? Yeah, we'll take some chart requests here in a sec. We're almost through this list, guys. Clorox, guys, I think this is a really good play. They pay a really good dividend. I mean, this stock is down from $250 all the way down here to $90. And it's just gotten absolutely annihilated. I mean, people are always going to need to clean their house and clean stuff. I know their earnings are pretty stagnant, but maybe they're losing market share. I don't know. Okay, they're down really heavy here. It kind of goes against our rules, but I'd buy this one more for the dividend and more on the chance of them, getting a bounce here. Clorox is a huge cleaning brand. I mean, they're massive. VRT's too high. Riot, again, our opportunity was to buy right here in April at 13. It's sitting at 24 now. It's too late. UPST doesn't look too bad. You just want to see this one hold on to 23.50. This is a loan company. Their earnings are pretty stagnant. It looks like they're growing a little bit, but not much. That one's decent. I don't know if I'm going to put it as a favorites. JD, I still like JD. Actually have a position on JD. It's just sitting into those EMAs. I like that one. Plug Power, a little too high. Neo's kind of selling off now. So Neo got the weekly back here last week, right there around 6. Now it's selling off. So you just want to make sure Neo's going to hold 550. Not my favorite for next week. We got Crocs too high. Disney too high. PLTZ, no thank you. BABA looks good, breaking out over those EMAs. Again, we got the signal back here on this one in April. That was April 13th at 120. It's up to 140 now. This one actually looks very strong. I'd put a stop loss on BABA. This is Alibaba at 129. 129 on the stop loss. As long as that level maintains, I think that looks bullish. ZBCN looks good back into these EMAs here. I like that one. That one's on the favorites. ABT looks good into those EMAs. Visa pulled back into the EMAs as well. I like Visa here too. APX, this is American Express. Still holding green as long as this one holds 305. I think it looks good. Not the favorite for next week. Netflix really selling off here. We're back down below the EMA, so just not interested. Meta, no thank you. Pinterest looks okay. I'd take Snapchat over Pinterest any day, but Pinterest over 19 looks good. Okay, again, we got the weekly signal back here in February at 15. It went all the way up to 24, and now it pulled back this week after it reported its earnings. I would take Snapchat over Pinterest in a heartbeat, but for some reason Pinterest's stock has performed much better than Snapchat's, even though Snapchat has outperformed them in revenue, user base, and everything. So it looks good. Microsoft still looks good too. I like Microsoft breaking out. Again, when we're down below the EMAs, we're in a downtrend. When we break out, we pull back, that's when we want to buy. Boom, and then we lift off. So again, red dot in the red zone is where we want to sell. Okay, that won't happen tomorrow for Microsoft. It might happen in a few months or next month. You never know. Okay, but again, red dot in the red zone. The last one we got was at 538. Okay, it pulled all the way back to 350. Again, a lot of people ask me about buying strategy. Selling strategy is just as important, guys. And I have designed this indicator layout to make it as simple as possible to where you literally don't have to think. You just look at the chart. If we're not in the red zone, okay, we don't have to worry about selling. You could always trim along the way, but we know that the move's close to being over, okay, when we get up here to the red zone. Okay, unless you're like Intel or something and just trading like a meme stock. CPNG selling off pretty hard. STZ, no thanks. SoFi's struggling here. SoFi just really needs to hold 15. I'm watching SoFi very close. watching SoFi for an entry here. If that does break 15, you could see some more pain, but it's sitting right on its 4-year moving average. It did have a red dot print this week, so you really need to set a stop loss at like 1480 if you're trading SoFi. If that breaks, we could see some more blood, maybe back down to 1250, but we're sitting right on the 4-year, guys. The 4-year moving average is the blue line here on the weekly chart. It's a 200 exponential moving average. It tells you the price over the last 200 weeks. There's about 208 weeks in a year, or in a 4-year period. So we look at it as the 4-year average. Anytime we come back into that 200 EMA is where we want to buy the assets that we want to go long on. Okay, so like Charlie, I learned that from Charlie Munger. Charlie Munger was Warren Buffett's right-hand man. He said anytime your stock, which means whatever company you want to buy or what you believe in, right? Amazon, Tesla, Apple, Fartcoin, whatever you want to own for the long term, whenever it hits the 200 EMA, whenever it pulls back into it, is when you should buy. And Charlie Munger said that. And again, he was Warren Buffett's right-hand man. I think it's a great strategy because, again, if you look at our cheat sheet over here, okay, the mean is the average. We never want to buy way up off the mean, okay? Where I was seeing everyone talk about SoFi was up here at 20, 30 bucks. This is when all the influencers were like, oh, SoFi is the greatest stock. It's my biggest stock. And now no one's talking about it because we pulled all the way back into what? Into the average. The price always returns to the mean, okay? It always returns to the average. We never want to buy up here because, again, that's when you're buying stuff at a premium. You're buying stuff at a premium when it's off that average. But when you're into the average, that means you're getting a fair price, right? A fair price according to the last 4 years of data. 4 years of data is a long time, guys. It's a long time. So when you're buying it at a fair price, right, that's typically when we want to buy it. Or we want to buy it below the mean, which means we're getting a discounted price, kind of like you got back here in March. That was back at $9 for SoFi, right? Boom, went from 9 to 30. And again, everyone's excited up here. Why are they excited? Because we just went on a parabolic move. We just went like this. This is when everyone's happy. This is when everyone's having a good time. This is not when we buy, okay? We buy when no one's having a good time. When we buy, we've been buying since March, right? Since actually like February, okay, when we sold off. So, at least the majority of us, okay? So, during that time, it feels really stupid, right? Because you're like, oh, I bought this, and then on Twitter, everyone's like, oh, you're an idiot. We're going into a bear market, and everything, it's World War III, and Trump's doing this, and Trump's doing that, and right? It's just noise. Noise, okay? It's always the noisiest down here, okay? Always the noisiest down here, okay? Meaning fear is high, right? I just think of the blue wave as a fear and greed index, right? When it's down here, people are fearful. This is not when everyone's singing Kumbaya around the fire, having a good time, hugging, right? Everyone's just, oh my gosh, everyone's fighting and in despair and in distress. What does Warren Buffett say, guys? He said, buy when there's blood in the streets. Okay? Buy when there's blood in the streets, meaning buy when everyone else is scared. Buy when everyone else is selling and panicking. Okay? It doesn't feel smart at the time to do, as you guys may know if you guys have been. It doesn't feel smart, right? It doesn't feel good, okay, until we have this big move up. I mean, if you would have bought SoFi, the last time you got the signal was back here in April of 2025. I don't know if you guys were in the markets April of 2025, but this is when the tariff fears were high, right? Trump was putting tariffs on every country, and it was going to crash the economy, and it was going to be the worst thing, and we were all going to lose money, and everyone was going to go broke, and no one, right? That's the sentiment. You show me the chart, I'll tell you what the news is. Yeah, literally, I'll tell you what the news is if you just show me the chart. Up here, nothing's wrong, right? Everything's great. The sun's shining, the rainbows are out, everyone's just singing Kumbaya around the fire, right? That's how it goes, okay? This is more about psychology than anything, folks. We, here at Overkill Trading, our goal is to buy good quality assets, okay? I would classify SoFi as a good quality asset. I think they are growing, right? They're making more and more money every single quarter, right? Their revenues are increasing. They're reporting more revenue every time that they tell us, right? Here's how much money we made, right? That tells you that the company is growing. They're gaining market share. Okay, and Jeff was telling me about this the other day, and I'm very close to starting a position on SoFi. Very close. Okay, I just want to see how we turn out here next week. Okay, above 15, I mean, I like it here. We're buying it at the 4-year average, right? We're buying it at a fair price. We know that. Okay, we just got to be under the impression, right, under the assumption that we could potentially drop to 1250. And if that happens, what do? Do we panic and sell? No, we just buy more, right? We're not going all in on these dots, right? We're using our 2.5% rule. Excuse me. Okay, and I teach you guys all about this in the course. I just want you guys to go watch the course if you're new. But never exceed more than 2.5% of your total portfolio on one trade. Look to average down if the position climbs 20% or more. Meaning if I have a $100,000 portfolio, okay, just as an example, 2.5% of 100,000 is $2,500. I'm risking 2.5% of my portfolio on this signal. Okay, meaning if it goes up, great. If it goes down, what can I do? Okay, I'm not going all in right here, but what could I do if it goes down 20%? If it goes 20% or more, okay, we'll get another green dot somewhere and we'll be able to add again, right? So we buy here and then buy here and our average cost goes down to like 14. Well, we're buying this with the assumption that it's going back to 30 or higher than 30, right? Because we believe SoFi is going to grow over time, right? We believe this thing might be going to 48 if we're buying it right here. That's what you got to, if you don't think it's going to go back to the all-time high, don't buy it, right? Because we only want to buy names that are going up. So SoFi is interesting. I'm going to put it on my favorites list just because I like the fact that it's sitting at that average here. And then you got names like Trade Desk. Trade Desk was down like 15% today, and the buyers came and sucked it right back up. Look at that. It was all the way back down to 20 bucks after they reported they actually beat their earnings, and then it went right back up. So I actually have a small position on this I took right here around 21, I think, or maybe I can't remember where I bought it exactly. Okay, I think I'm down a little bit on it, but again, I'm not selling till it gets back up here to the red zone. And this one actually has the monthly alert. So again, the last time we got a monthly alert on TTD was all the way back here in 2023. Okay, always when the wave's up here, you're always like, man, I wish I would have bought down here, right? I wish I would have bought here when it's up here. But you're never saying that down here because the move hasn't happened yet. But as soon as this wave comes back up here, you're like, okay, I wish I would have bought down here. But while we're down here, right, you got to use logic and say, okay, well, according to the indicator, according to the data, right, the price action looks like it's reversing. So I like TTD a lot, still above 19. I'm going to remain a bull, and I still have a position. PayPal also has the monthly as well. So PayPal's still looking good here too. Probably looking to average down on PayPal here on the next green daily dot. So as long as we don't flip the red next week, and as long as we hold, I mean, honestly, the support levels down here are like 38. But I'm looking for a green daily on PayPal next week. PGY, I think this is an AI play. They look good. They're making quite a bit of money. I think they're an AI name. So if you guys are new to the Discord, what you can do is look up any stock or cryptocurrency if you don't know what it is. So you come over here to the research tool and you type in /info and then you type in the ticker. So this one's PGY. This is a stock. I can't remember what this one does, but it is breaking out here, so I want to see what they're into. They are software infrastructure. They are an Israeli-American financial technology company headquartered in New York City. The company provides AI-powered decision-making platform that evaluates loan applications using machine learning and big data modernizing traditional credit assessments for bankers, lenders, and financial service providers, blah, blah, blah. You can see the market cap's only about $1 billion, but it is breaking out over these EMAs. I like this one a lot up here above 1250. I'm going to put that one on the favorites list just because I like that breakout this week. Okay, look at that. Boom. Big move. We got over the... Oh, my gosh. This looks good. Up above 1250, I'm bullish on PGY. That's on the favorites. Again, I will be sharing this favorites list with you guys. We've got a few more names here. Baby looks good. This is a newer crypto play as well. That one's going on the favorites list. We got DEC. DEC looks not very good. CMG, no thank you. Honest Company, this is another one we bought down here at like 275. It's ripping. We're just targeting in that red zone. GIS. So I was talking about these on the other live. Some of these names like GIS, these guys pay like an 8% dividend. General Mills, they make food. They're like a food producer. They make $4 billion a quarter. Their stock's in the gutter, down from 90 all the way down here to 34 cents, and they pay an 8% dividend. So you're buying a great dividend stock all the way down here at the bottom. Okay, I mean, this is like the low from 2011, 15 years ago, with an 8% dividend. So I'm going to put that on the favorites just for the dividend. And I do think some of these companies like CLX and GIS are going to bounce back. I mean, CLX pays a really nice dividend as well. But GIS really has my attention here. GIS, Owl, and CLX all are great dividend stocks, and they're all very beaten up. Owl was another one we took a look at here as well. Again, this thing pays an 8% dividend, okay? And look at it go. I mean, look at it go. So GIS, Clorox, and Owl are three. If you guys are looking for dividend stocks, those are like my three top dividend stocks there. And dividends are nice, right? They just add to the joy of when you're when your name's going up. MOH, this one's lifting off. It's pulling back here. I'd want to see a green dot on the daily for that one. Sizzles up a little higher. No thank you. No thank you. DoorDash looks okay. A-Firm, I just want to see pull back a little more. We got Soundhound bouncing right on the EMA. Let's put Soundhound in the favorites. And then last but not least, we got CoreWeave. CoreWeave looks okay. Honestly, I'm more interested in this A-Firm play, but that's it, folks. So what I'm going to do, I got my favorites list here for you guys. So these are my favorite picks for next week. Top stocks and crypto picks. I think there's about 30 names in there. So first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share this green list with you guys. So this is every name that we just went over today. Okay, this is and I'll take some chart requests. If you guys got chart requests, go ahead and get them in the chat right now. I'll run through those here real quick for you guys. But here's the green list. So you guys can always get access to my... Actually, you know what? Let me do this. I haven't done this in a while. So if you go to the watch list, so this is every name that I follow. This is every stock, every crypto. I think I have around 400 names in this portfolio, or in this watch list. So here is the watch list. This is 5-8. So I've just gathered these over the last 7-8 years. So these are just all the names I'm interested in. The green list, these are like the ones I'm bullish on because they have green dots, right, on their weekly and monthly charts. And then the favorites list is the last one I'll share, right? This green list this means they have green dots on their weekly or their monthly chart. So again, today is 5-8. That's the green list here. And then the favorites list is my favorite picks for next week. So going into next week, these are my favorite, these are the ones I'd be looking to buy or add to. Okay, and you have a lot of names on there. So these are the favorites for 5-8. Okay, so when you're over here on the watch list tab, what you can do is you can click on this link and it will pop up the same exact watch list. And there should be a copy button right here for you guys where you can just copy it into your TradingView account. And I drop this once a week on Friday. And just a quick public service announcement, guys, I will not be live at all next week. My wife and I, we are moving. So I will not be live all next week. I won't even have internet the first part of the week. So next week I'm going to be pretty muted. The OGs on here know that when me and my wife travel and when I'm not in the office, big moves normally happen in the market. So I just want to start by saying you're welcome. But just so you guys know, I will not be live on YouTube next week for the whole week. So I'm moving, right? Moving's kind of a stressful thing. I just want to take the whole week to get situated over there and do the stuff. I will still be active over here in the Discord. Again, if you guys are not a member of the Discord, you just go to this Become a Member tab. It's free to join, right? I have the free course over here. Okay, all the resources you guys need are free, but if you want to join up our club, it's literally $4 a month. So literally a Starbucks coffee every single month, less than a Starbucks coffee every month. You guys could lock in your spot by clicking on this link here. We got chat going on here. You guys can get access to the watch list. You guys can request charts. We do chart request videos all throughout the week where we just take your guys' chart requests and look at these charts. That's under the Become a Member tab. Okay, so go ahead and get your chart requests in, guys. I see some here from the chat. What's going on, everybody? Albert, Bullish, Reggie, Andre, Jason, Marlon, Arturo, my brother. Andre says, please tell me what's going on with Intel. Intel's trading like a meme stock. Okay, Intel's trading like a meme stock. Look at that. So again, we talk about that 4-year average. We're 70% off of the 4-year average. So again, if you look at this chart and we're 70% off of the mean, where does that tell you we are? We're up here. So I'm short Intel. I'm staying short Intel. I know it's just absolutely ripping. They just announced a partnership with Apple. But again, where did we buy Intel, guys? January 2025. Okay, $18. I bought Intel and sold it right here at 30 to 40 bucks. Okay. Did it keep going? Yeah. Am I mad? No, because again, my goal is to be a consistent trader. My goal is not to catch a parabolic move and hit a grand slam every time I take a trade. My goal as a trader is to be consistent, to stick to the plan, to have discipline. That's how you win, right? Every once in a while, you might hit one of these, but I would not, right? You're buying it 70% off of the average price over 4 years. The 4-year average is at 36. So again, if you're following our strategy, we would not touch this up here, okay? The only reason I touch it is to short it. Does it keep going up? Yes. Do I think it's going to have a really nasty pullback one of these days? Absolutely. But again, what they're doing right now is they're trying to get everybody to come buy it. Because again, these guys who are buying down here, right, at $20, they can't sell it up here unless they have retail people buying it, right? Everyone's bullish on Intel. It's going up. It's never coming down, right? New paradigm phase, right? It's the next NVIDIA. It's going to be the biggest thing in the world, right? This is when retail's rushing in, okay? This is where we want to take profits. And again, I sold it at 40. I bought options and sold it for a 300-400% move, okay, on options. I don't even want to know what those options would be today, to be honest with you. I'm not even going to look. But, yeah, not touching Intel, dude. I'm short Intel right now. It's the only name I'm shorting right now. We got TTD. You said, what a comeback for? Yeah, I'm still in TTD. Nothing's changed. I think I'm like break even on the trade. It did sell off after its earnings, but it looks like they gained it all back, which is a good sign. Okay, that means the buyers are stepping in here. So I still like it. If you want to put a stop loss on TTD, put it at 1950. 1950 on the stop loss. AKT is on the move. Yeah, that's really nice breakout there. We're still targeting up here between 1 and 130. Again, no red dot on the weekly. That just looks really good. Okay, I think we entered this around 40, right here around 40. Okay, signal came down here at 30. I think I got in right here at 40. And I'm almost up 100% off the position. So we're just waiting for that thing to get back up there to 130. SOXS, so again, this is the chip. Short ETF. And this thing, I mean, the chip makers are just ripping. I mean, AMD, we're in a blow off top, guys. This is a bubble. Like we're in the middle of a tech bubble right now. Like we got back in 70% off the 4-year. Okay, that's like insane territory up there. So yeah, I mean, if you want to short tech, if you want to short chip makers, I would do it. Yeah, I mean, I would buy SOXS. I got stopped out of my SOXS right here around 30 off of the red dot, but I do think Intel and AMD, I mean, nothing goes up forever, right? Nothing goes up forever. But when you see a name 70% off of the 4-year average, right, this is when you want to proceed with caution. Okay, this is no time to buy. Okay, because why? Because we're up here. We're in this territory. We're in greed territory. Okay, in the last year, this thing has gone from $20 all the way up to $125. That's a I don't even know, 500% move. So the move's already happened. If you guys are using our strategy, you should have been buying down here, right? We want to buy when the wave is down here below the white line, when no one else is excited, when no one else cares, right? When everybody else is having a bad time. That's when we buy. We don't want to buy when we're just going parabolic and straight up, right? This thing's gone up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks in a row. So I'm good. I ain't touching it. I ain't touching any chips. I'm short chips. I'd be shorting AMD. I'm shorting Intel. And not with huge positions. I'm not going crazy with the positions. But if they do snap back, we're going to make a lot of money on those. And it's likely that it's going to happen. Wow, Algorand's up big today. Dude, this is awesome, man. These names are ripping. And like I said at the beginning, guys, I think this move with altcoins is really just getting started. Spotify's into the 4-year. So again, I would rather buy Spotify into the 4-year than Intel up here, right, off of 70% off of the 4-year. You're buying it. That's like going to the grocery store and buying your groceries at a 70% premium. Okay, you wouldn't do that, and you shouldn't do it on the assets that you want to invest in. Right, we'd rather buy Spotify here because again, it's into its moving average. It's into the 4-year. I actually really like Spotify here. I would just like to see it get up over these EMAs. You could actually take a trade on this one right now if you just set a stop loss at 400. As long as 400 holds, I put a stop loss like 490, but I think it looks good. You can wait for the weekly dot on it though if you want to wait for confirmation because it could sell off, right? If we break that low of 400, you could see a capitulation dip on Spotify. This thing's just gone for a ride over the last few years. Again, if you would have got in on this monthly dot back in 2022, you bought this at $88. Okay, 4 years later, it went all the way up to 800. That's 1,000. That's 10x, a 10x move up there for Spotify. So up above 400, I still like it, and I like the fact that it's into the 4-year. What else we got? Day, D-A-Y. Again, the waves up here. Time to buy was right here in November, 1,137. Up here in the red zone, we wouldn't be touching day here. Anything else? Anything else? I see one from Reggie for HBAR. HBAR. Okay, breaking out here. Again, any crypto right now, guys, is a buy. I mean, not any, okay, but any of the good names. HBAR's a good name. I mean, we've been giving you guys the goods for the last 2 months, and now you're starting to see stuff break out. The bears are going back into their caves. They're not going to show their faces for a while, and then they'll be back out to tell you guys that, hey, it's time to buy when the wave comes back up here. Okay, we just do the opposite of what the herd does. We want to buy when no one else is buying. We want to buy down here where the dot is green. Okay, when this wave is down here below this white line, we know we're somewhere in this range. Okay, we're somewhere in despair, right? This is when no one's having a good time. Okay, everyone's having a good time when things are going up and to the right? Everyone's buying Ethereum and asking me, is it too late to buy Ethereum up here? Okay, how far was Ethereum off of its moving average back here? 48%, right? 50% off. Intel 70% right now. Okay, right here, how far were we on Ethereum? Okay, 53%. So you guys see what I'm talking about. Whenever we're off the mean, we want to sell. Whenever we're that far off, that extended, right, getting a red dot, that's what we want to sell. We never want to buy up here. Okay, we want to buy down here. It's as easy as that. I see one here for DAG in the chat. If you guys got chart requests, just drop them in the chat. Oh my gosh, look at that, 141% today. There's not going to be an altcoin season. Okay. Look at that, baby. 164%, man. So, I mean, if you're in this one, if you got in off this golden daily down here at 0.007, you're up 200%. I don't think it's a bad place to take some off, but that is a big move. That is a very big move. So, I mean, if you're up 200%, I never advise not to maybe trim some. Okay, because again, our signal came when? April 27th, last week, down here at 0.007. If you entered on that, you're up 200% the following week. So sometimes the move can happen really fast. Sometimes it takes a little more time. It just depends on what you're trading. But that is a beautiful, beautiful move. If it was me, I'd probably sell half my position up 200% right now and then let the rest ride. Wow. How you guys feeling about the markets today? We got 87% of people feeling good. 13% saying no. Those must have been the bears. The bears. R.I.P. to the bears. Lord have mercy on them. ARB looks good, dude. We entered this at 9 cents. We're up 80% already. I mean, look at the extension. I mean, you're seeing that. I can't believe I'm not going to be able to go live with you guys next week, because next week's going to be nuts. Next week, I think we're going to have a parabolic move. Okay, probably over the next few months, to be honest with you. I mean, this move looks like it's just getting started. So, I love ARB here. Okay, I liked it a little more back here at 11 cents, but wow. What's the verse of the day here? Verse of the day from Slow Train, Philippians 4:19. And this same God who takes care of me will supply all our needs from his glorious riches, which have been given to us in Jesus Christ. Praise the Lord. Amen. We got Pastor Slow Train in the chat. Praise the Lord, man. Put your faith in him. You can't go wrong, no matter what you do in life. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen in the chat? Praise the Lord, man. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Slow Train. Open door. Looks good. Down here at 5. I don't know. It's very choppy. Very, very choppy right now for open door. Okay, I guess it just depends how you feel about the real estate market. But up above, as long as that dot holds green and as long as we hang on to $4, it looks pretty good. I need to refresh my screen for some reason because my mouse is just wigging out. Still wigging out. Okay. That's no fun. What else we got? You guys got chart requests? Drop them in the chat here. I'm taking them right now, right here, right now. We got XDC from Marlog. XDC USD. If you believe in this company, I mean, if you believe in the project, it's sitting down here at the 2024 lows. You got the green dot here. I think it looks good. I don't know anything about XDC, but it looks good on the charts. We got Edge from Albert. Edge. The crypto, I'm guessing? Yeah. Looks good. Got the green dot this week. Again, if you believe in it, I like it over 9 cents. React. React. Getting absolutely hammered here. Again, all-time lows. It's the lowest price it's ever been. ELIZ. What's our goal here at Overkill Trading, guys? Buy good quality assets. Good quality assets at a great price. Things take it off. But again, it's a very new coin. We don't trade the new coins. I see one here for Pyth. Pyth's looking good too. Really starting to break out here. Looking good. Getting up over the EMAs. Getting that extension off the EMAs, folks. I think we're going to be back in the red zone here in the next few months. Folks, I think this move is just getting started. You're seeing some of these names up pretty big today, but I don't think we've seen anything yet here, folks. Buckle up, because it's going to be a very bullish few months, folks, according to the charts. If I see something on the chart that I don't like, that changes my thesis, of course you guys will know. But as of right now, after this long 9-month downtrend that we've been in, we are now breaking out of it. So if you guys are still here, congratulations. You made it through the bear market. It's over. Okay, the hard part's done. Now we just need to be smart about where we're taking profits. Okay, we need to not get greedy, and we just need to stay disciplined and remain committed to our strategy, right? Stay disciplined. Again, everything we do here is based on logic, data, and discipline. Logic is our trading plan, right? That's what we plan to do. Data is what we see on the charts, okay, the indicators, and then discipline is the ability to stick to our plan. Bear market or bull market, it doesn't matter. We're buying here, we're selling here, okay, and that's just what we do. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Again, I just dropped the favorites. Here's all the favorites for next week. These are all the stocks and cryptos that I would be buying going into next week. I think these look very, very good. I just dropped those over here in the watch list tab, so you guys can just click on this link here. There should be a copy button, and you guys should be able to go over these charts over the weekend here if you guys are interested in doing that. If you guys need me, hit me up in the Discord. Again, if you guys see someone in the Discord asking questions about the live stream next week, I will not be live all week next week. My wife and I are moving, so I will not be at my computer. I will not have internet for a while. I'll obviously have my phone, but I should have internet. But I'm not going to be live because there's so much stuff that we need to do, and I'm just going to take the week. So enjoy the move, folks. Enjoy the ride. God bless you guys. Have a great weekend. Have a great week. I will still be active in the Discord. I'm not going to just go away. I will be active in the Discord. This is our place where we hang out after the live streams all throughout the day. Okay, we got chat going on all day long. All the resources you need over here to be a better trader. I think we have one of the best trading communities online. Probably the best trading community online. There's no BS, no FUD, no blowing smoke, right? We just do what we do. We stick to the plan, we remain disciplined, and we capitalize where we need to capitalize. So God bless you guys. Thanks for tuning in today. Smash that like if you guys got some value out of this video. We'll see you guys in the Discord. Again, no live stream next week. Keep that in mind. If you guys see somebody, let them know. God bless you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll chat soon.